Hi Tera fans, this is Tera, Solo Gamer. Today I'm going to be showing you Rule Arun, the feat and the Xbox achievement. And if you're on PlayStation, I believe you guys call them trophies or something. But either way, the feat and the achievement. This is my new gamer tag with my brand new character that I just created 2 days ago. Today is the 4th of July. So for those of you who are from the United States like I am, Happy Independence Day. And you know, on 2 July, 2 days ago, I created this character and did a live stream. I've never done a live stream before, so I wanted to try it, where I got her from character creation through level 65. It took me about 14 hours, 15 minutes. Unfortunately, I was not aware that when you live stream, apparently, YouTube only records like the first 12 hours and then stops. So you can still see the recording of the live stream I did 2 days ago, taking her from character creation to level 65, but only the first 12 hours where she goes from character creation to level 61. If you happen to be watching the live stream, you got to see the whole thing, but unfortunately, yeah. Sorry about that. I had no idea it would cut off at 12 hours, so I just kept going. I had no idea it even stopped recording. But today we're talking about Rule Arun. And I actually just completed it and was editing the video, and then I realized that I actually forgot to show you in the video where the feat is in your menu. So I'm adding this to the front afterward. And here's your menu. Under Character, Feats. You're going to go to Encounters and Exploration. Hunting in Arun. And again, I've already done it, so there it is right there, because this is just after I finished making the video and was editing it. So if you go under Encounters Exploration, Hunting in Arun, that will give you your list of which monsters you need to defeat. And of course, during the video, I go over each one by name. I go to the area, I show you the place where they normally spawn, and you get to see me, kill each of them. I did all that today on the 4th of July. It took about 5 hours and 10 minutes, I think it was, altogether, because I got the vast majority of them in one run, but then there were a few I had to do, wait and come back later and get them. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and now we'll get into the main video itself. And the first one I'm going to go for is Tempest Kanash. And that was the wrong button. I happen to be standing in Castanica, because that's where I'm going to start. I do already have a video out there for Tempest Kanash, because Tempest Kanash is one of the level 68 world BAMs that you can hunt. So if you want to look for that video to see all of the spawn points and how to find them easily and all that sort of thing, then you can go check out there. Think I'm going to try starting from Bahar's Sanctum entrance. Start from the top, work our way down on this one. And there's Tempest Kanash right there. And of course, before I approach, I'm going to try to apply a few buffs. I went the wrong way. There we go. Okay, and that was Tempest Kanash, the first one we're doing so far today for Rule Arun. Why is he not picking up my stuff? Hold on. Check my settings. I may not have them set up right. I just created this character 2 days ago, and I did the video showing you guys character creation up through, well, you can see level 61 because the video cut off after 12 hours, but I actually got her to 65 that day. So some of my things, like my pet preferences and whatever, I don't have set up. Oops, I don't want that one. I don't have set up yet, so there we go. Okay, I was sitting there wondering, why is he not picking up my stuff? Okay, so. My notes to look at here, because it's been quite a while since I've done this. I don't remember where all of them are located, so I wrote down the locations so that hopefully. Now, Tempest Kanash, Divine Reaver are two of them. They're level 68 World BAM, so I hunt them all the time on my main gamer tag. I've been hunting them for years. And again, this is a brand new gamer tag I recently created, and I just created this character 2 days ago on the 2nd of July. So at least I know where Divine Reaver and Tempest Kanash are. The others I had to write it down because I'm like, it's been a while. I'm not quite sure I remember where they all were. Okay. That was Tempest Kanash. Now let's go check. Oh, I forgot. I'm used to doing it this way on my other gamer tag. Let's try for see if Divine Reaver's at home. So for that, I'm going to go right back to Castanica, where we were. And I'm going to go up to the local teleportal. And we're going to go to Serpentine's Isle from Castanica. And head off towards the area of Dagon's tomb. And Divine Reaver is also a level 68 World BAM, who a lot of people hunt. Sometimes he's hard to find. I hunt him all the time on my other gamer tag. And I do have a video out there, so if you need to go, but that's a spawn spot we just passed. This is a very rare spawn spot right there. Very common for him to spawn in that corner over there. And there he is. This circle here, very common area for him to spawn. My buffs look like I'm still okay on time. I don't think my superpowers are active. I thought they were. Now they are. Oh, almost forgot. Well, actually, I did forget. I ever do that, whatever that is, that giant phoenix lion attack thing, whatever it's called. That completely drains your superpower thing, whatever that's called, and you lose the constant frontal defense. Although it does usually give you the max on your rage bar, so you can usually initiate your superpowers again pretty much instantly. But almost every time I do that high power attack, I totally forget that I need to reactivate my superpowers there. So I usually tend to remember after they've hit me a couple times, and I'm wondering what happened. And then I'm like, oh, the same thing that's happened almost every time I've been in a fight and forgotten that thing. Oh, but Divine Reaver here, he is one of the level 68 world BAMs. A lot of people hunt him. Sometimes he can be difficult to find. I do have a video out there that shows you all of his spawn spots and everything. Although it's a small area, and actually what I just showed you in this video is pretty much it for all of his spawn spots. Okay, and that was Divine Reaver. Where is he? Okay. Making sure my pet's actually working this time, because like I said, don't really have everything set up on her yet, so sometimes it can be a little bit confusing. So I just created her 4 days ago and got her up to level 65, and then yesterday I spent you know, like upgrading her accessories and giving her better gear, and doing a bunch of Island of Dawn stuff to get some more glyph points and glyph, or, you know, upgraded skill stuff, that sort of thing. Alright, now I think after this one, we'll try going after Arakia. Now, these two are level 68 world BAMs. They are pretty high level, can be difficult to fight. So if you have really low eye level, you know, you've just gotten to 65, you're still in frost mode or whatever, you may not want to take them on by yourself. You probably want to get some help, you know, get some friends to come over and help you or whatever. I believe, if I recall correctly, all the rest of these that we're going to go after are going to be much lower level, and you can probably just one hit them and be done. But I wanted to get those two out of the way first. Now, next I'm going to go for Arakia, who is an Ovolith, and I'm going to start out I believe in Crescentia. Now we are in Crescentia. Go find our local teleportal. And we're going to go looking for Arakia, which is an obelisk. So let's head to Crescentia, Valley of Titans. Over here, and I believe Two Oaks Ranch is probably the best place to start. And as always, if you keep your eye on the... Oh, when I am doing these, I don't want to start on channel 1 because they're normally... I'm just going to start on 3. They're normally pretty well hunted out on channel 1. Especially since the rest of them, Divine Reaver and Tempest Kanash, they're level 68 world bands. A lot of people hunt them, so a lot of times you have trouble finding them. A lot of times you have trouble finding the rest of these because they are very low level monsters, and a lot of people will kill them just while they're questing and adventuring and stuff. Okay, so a lot of times we'll be in this open area here. Can't remember if he's ever this far over, but I'm going to look real quick. It has been a long time since I've hunted these guys, so I don't see him in this open area, so I'm going to move on here. And he'll sometimes be in this open area down here, where that chest and everything is. Not there. But it's been a long time since I have bothered to hunt these guys, so I can't remember exactly where all the spawn spots are. I have a pretty good idea. Where, of course, you just check the whole area, you know. Map in the upper right corner, you can see how there's sort of like a triangle shape area down there. He will sometimes be in this area, especially right around out in here somewhere out in this open area. Don't see him. Okay, before I go too far, I'm going to go a little way up this road. And there he is. Obviously, this is a spawn spot for him right here. If we were to continue on up this road, and you see how it goes up and turns to the right and comes back down, I don't believe he's ever on any part of that road, but where we just were, where it says Maga Strix, if you don't find him in any of the areas I've already shown you, then the far right there, where you can see like a little outpost or whatever, that little area there, I believe he sometimes spawns. So that's another area to check. And oh, see, I'm sitting here thinking of Lanithi, and I'm thinking, oh, I gotta get buffed up. This is very level 20. Just boom, done. Okay, so there we go. That was Arakia. Let me just show you really quickly, because I already explained on the map where the other spot was we didn't go to, but I know some people may have problems with maps, so I'll give you a visual. Again, those open fields there, he could be there. I can't remember exactly where, but around this area here or up ahead, off in the corner maybe, check this whole area, because he spawns somewhere around this area. Okay, but we already killed him, maybe even about here. I don't remember exactly where, but this whole area right here, check this. Okay, that was Arakia. Let me mark it on my list. I've got these written down so I don't get confused and forget what I'm doing. Let's do Lanok the Giant next. So let's go back to Percentia. Back to local teleportal. Lanok. Let's go to Bestial. Oh, that's right. No, I remember now. All right, you're going to Bestial Vale. Very early in the game, near the very beginning. You probably were at the Bastion of Loke dungeon. That's where we're going right now. That area, not into the dungeon. And right there's the entrance to the Bastion of Loke. You probably very early in the go. Oh, probably saved myself some time if I don't start on the first couple of channels, because again, at least channel 1, they're generally going to be hunted out because they're all very low level, and a lot of people will come through here while they're doing their quests and things to level up, see them and kill them. So I'm going to start out on channel 3, just hoping. And there he is. This spot right here, this little area right here, is one of the spots he will spawn. Okay, we got him. And mark him off my list. There we go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you the other spot he will spawn, because that area there he will spawn. But there is one other area he will also spawn, and I'll show you where to look for that. And again, you watch the map on the upper right corner. You see where I'm going. This little corner area right here, he will spawn right about here in this area right here, right next to where this shiny force field thing is. Yeah, it looks like it goes to another area, but you can't actually go through there. There's nothing over there. I don't know if that's something they had planned to add back into the game later or something. I have no idea. That was Lanok. Now let's try looking for Atrocitas, who is a Thimberlisk. So let's head to Popolian. And again, I wrote all these down because I can't remember. It's been so long. Popolian. There we go. Go to the local teleport tool. Let's see if I can remember where to look. Hopefully. It had been quite some time, and now I don't remember exactly. I know he's not going to be near the manor. I'm going to try Camp Retribution. Hopefully that's going to be the right area. I know the area when I see it, but I can't remember the names of the camps near it or anything like that. But it is the area where you may hunt a whole bunch of Thimberlisks if you're doing vanguards. Oh, got lucky. That was the right one. Okay, this path we're on right now, sometimes he, oh, I already told myself. Oh, I only have 2 channels. I'm going to start on channel 2, though. They'll probably give me a better chance. And then if we don't find them on channel 2, we'll try channel 1. Okay, this path we're on right now, we came from that little outpost over there. He will sometimes spawn on this path. Not extremely often, though. But somewhere along through here, he may spawn. And I think where I'm looking up ahead is probably going to be about the furthest he's going to spawn along the road. So now we're going to go up into this area. Back, I think I see him right now. But this whole area here, while you're leveling up, if you're doing Vanguard BAMs, you probably fought a whole bunch of Fimbrilis right in here. You may have even already killed him and gotten credit. So he might appear anywhere through this area that has these Fimbrilis. He might be over there on that side, you know, anywhere around through here. So look around this whole area. But that is Atrocitas right there. So I'll go ahead and mark him off my list. Okay, next one I'm going to look for is Deathglare, who is a Basilisk. So let me head to Chebika. Whoops. There we go. Chebika. And again, these are all very low level. You can one hit them if you're a level 65. But if you happen to be working on leveling up and you're fighting dams, doing dungeons, or even doing your quests or whatever you're doing, you might go ahead and take them on and kill them while you're still, you know, lower level, because they are pretty much appropriate to, you know, whatever level when you're in that region where they are. I know I've done that with some of the people. I'll see them and I'll be like, oh, let me go ahead and kill them. You know. All right, and I'm going to the graves. Oh, doesn't help me much because it's not marked that way. I believe Desert Overwatch is the correct outpost I want to go to. And again, when I do, I know the area when I see it. And you may have already killed them while you were leveling up, either doing quests or, yep, this is the right place. Or if you're doing Vanguard BAMs or something. I want to check one thing real quick. Blah, 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 eye for an eye, Bloodjaw. Oh, never mind. That's Bloodjaw. That's a different Basilisk. But anyway, we're going here where all these Basilisks are. And again, you may recognize this area. You may have, because I know I spend a lot of time here killing a lot of these Basilisks while I'm leveling up doing the Vanguard BAMs. Because I usually speed level doing Vanguard BAMs and Vanguard dungeons. And this is one of those areas where you come and just kill a whole bunch of BAMs for extra experience points. And again, if you look on the map in the upper right hand corner, see where I am. Okay, now this back corner back in here, he might spawn right around there. Or he might be a little further up here. Nope. Nope. Okay. And again, I forgot to switch channels. Channel 1 is usually hunted out on most of these guys very frequently. Because again, some people are hunting them for the same feat and achievement we are, but then some people are killing them while they're leveling up because they see them and they're like, oh, let me kill that too while I'm here. I think I see him in the corner there. There he is. Like I said, sometimes he might be back here in this corner. Alright, there goes Deathglare. Mark him off my list. Okay, I think I'll go for Abraxis next. That's a crab. So I'm going to head to Cutthroat Harbor. Cutthroat Harbor. Hit the local teleportal. And who am I? Abraxis, okay. And Mistmore Island. Vindicator Base Camp or Vindicator Outpost, either one you should be able to get to it. Where we're actually going to is this area here where the cages and stuff are. Probably slightly easier traveling from this one. So, but again, you can get there from either one pretty easily. Go that way. Man, I can't fly. Okay. There's a climbing vine there if you decide to travel on foot. But I'm just flying up over it. If you don't have a flying mount, I have a video out there that shows you how to get the Tulpar free flying mount from the game in case you want to get a free flying mount. You just have to be like level 20 something, and you do it after the Bastion of Lok is when you get it. You're like level 20 something when you can get it. Just in case you've never played and you did a speed level or something and didn't bother to do that quest that gives you the free flying mount. That's why you can get it. Okay, he should be somewhere over here in this large open area. This big area right around in here. I don't see him. And again, I keep meaning to start on a channel other than one, and I keep forgetting. Okay, so let's try. Oh, we only got 2 channels here, so let's hope he's on channel 2. There he goes. Again, anywhere in this large open area through here, you might find him. That is Abraxis. Abraxis is now dead. And I don't want this guy annoying me, so he's now dead. Okay, so that was Abraxis. I'm going to mark him off my list. Now I'm going to look for Tabruk. Tabruk? I don't know how to pronounce it. The Vulcan. Oh, Lord. Okay. Going to head back to Cutthroat Harbor. This particular one happens to be in Azrael's Labyrinth. I prefer these outdoor open area ones. But for this one, we have to go inside Azrael's Labyrinth to look for him. Local teleportal, and you can either go to Saravash's Ascent entrance or Relic Hunter Outpost. It doesn't matter which one because they are literally right across the path from each other. If you go to one, you can walk to the other one in like 2 seconds. So it doesn't matter which one you teleport to. Alright, that's Saravash's Ascent teleportal where you may have done that dungeon while you were leveling up. And right over there is the Relic Hunter Outpost where if we had taken the other teleportal, that's where we would be right now, over there. So like I said, it doesn't matter which one. Because we're actually going to Azrael's Labyrinth, the big building dealing with Bob right there. Now I'm level 65. These guys are all very, very low level compared to me. So I can one hit them, but I prefer to just keep moving and not have them bother me at all, because I don't really want to waste all that time. Where you have to stop, hit them, then you're in combat mode for a few seconds, then you can get back on your mount. Yeah. I'm just trying to knock out this Rule Arun thing. I'm just heading this way so I can go down the stairs. I know I triggered them. I hope they don't follow me for too long. Because again, I don't want to waste time with these little, oh Lord. Okay, now I'm down the stairs. Oh, for heaven's sake. Let me stop for a moment, kill all these guys just so they won't be annoying me. Okay, now I'm still in combat. See, that's what I was trying to avoid. Now I'm moving slow because I'm in combat mode. Okay. Now if you look at the map, where I am facing at the moment, there are, man, more of them. There are hallways that make like a big square. That's the area you're going to look for. It has a couple different spawn spots in there. Can't remember exactly where they all are, because again, it's been a really long time since I've hunted them. But if you see, there's like circular areas, but basically the hallways make a square to the right of me, to the east of me, or whatever. It's mainly those hallways that you're going to be checking to find him. But if you don't find him at first, oh, I keep telling myself I'm going to, oh wow, we only have 2 channels. I'm going to start on channel 2. Hopefully I'll find him. Now, if you haven't been in Azrael's Labyrinth yet, you'll see a lot of these doors like this that you can break. That confused me the first time I was playing this game, and I kept trying to find a way through these other hallways because I didn't know I could break those doors. You know, I thought I was, you know, locked in or whatever. So, like, how do I get around this place? And at one point, I finally just tried it, and I was like, oh, I can break these things. Where? Oh, I need to go a little further. I believe there are at least a couple doors you cannot break. But some of them I think are on a timer, and they'll open and close, you know, after certain times or something. I believe this is one of his spawn spots here. Go down and check this other hallway. Oh, that's Azrael's Juggernaut. That is not who we're looking for. I'm just going to kill him just because he's there. Go this way. Alright, before I go out, well, let me just take a quick look. I don't know. Oh, okay, this may be one of the solid ones I was talking about where it either doesn't open at all or maybe on a timer. No, I can't remember. Alright, I'm actually going to try the same places I just went through on channel 1, just in case. It's just that Juggernaut guy that he's not who we're looking for. Oops, I went a little too far. And I believe that's him right there. Remember I said that circular area right there? Remember I said I think that's one of his spawn spots? This is Tabruk, or Tabruk, or something. And now he's dead. Now I can go ahead and mark him off the list. Of course, one of the very rare times I actually remember to check a channel other than one first. He's not on 2, he's on 1, so whatever. You never know. Just try all the channels. Alright, now I'm going to look for Trunus, however you say it, a lizard in near Pora Elenu. Oh, let me grab this. Grab that. Pora Elenu. And oh, okay. I remember where he is. I'm not going to bother going and getting a local teleportal because that will take even longer than it would to just go straight there. And you see on the map in the upper right hand corner, we're actually heading for that little offshoot path that goes straight down, comes to a dead end. Alright, somewhere around this area, come think of it, I think he's usually back in this back corner right around here. Either there or here, something like that. Channel, oh, we only have 2 channels. Let's hope he's on channel 2. Don't see him over here. Let me double check. I can't remember if he spawns over around this area or not, but I'm going to look just on the safe side. Yeah, I'm sure he's not going to be any further than outside of this area here. So, it looks like we did not get lucky with Trunus. So I'm going to move on to the next one and come back to Trunus later. Hopefully we'll catch him on a respawn because we only have 2 channels. There's no other channels to check. I'll try one again just in case it happens to respawn during that few seconds, you know, but sometimes it happens, but that's seriously rare. Yeah, I don't think so. We've already checked that whole area there. Okay, so let's try Barraq, who is a Kumas. And I'm going to go to Lumbertown. And go to the local teleportal. All the way down to Sanctum Mysterium in Celestial Hills. And if you've done the fishing stuff, you may be familiar with Arakia Fishery, which is where we're going to be right next to. Just to show you really quickly, get out of here. Meerkat fisheries right over there. But where we're heading is that large ornate stone thing up straight up ahead. Because he normally hangs out near that thing. Now he might be down around this area here, if he's here. Don't see him. Or he might be a little further up the road in this direction. Again, you can check the map in the upper right corner to see where I'm going. I'm just checking to be sure he's not hiding off to the side or something. And I don't see him, so he's apparently not here. I'm going to try... Oh, at least we have a large selection of channels to choose from in this area. So let's try channel 2. And he is not even on channel 6. Okay. So we checked all 6 channels. He's not there. Now, it is possible that within the last few hours, 6 different people working on, the feed or the whatever came through and killed him, and now we need to wait for him to respond. Or there's also a good chance someone just thinks they're being funny and they don't want other people to get it, so they went through all 6 channels and killed him at once. You never know. Yeah, so we did not get... No. Barraq. Yeah, that's who we're looking for. Barraq. Didn't get Barraq, so I'm going to have to come back to him later. And the only one left to look for is Solrachnus, the Arachnin. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but Solrachnus, something like that. And I'm going to head to Tuliphan. Tuliphan. I was just spinning in case it happens to respawn. I've actually had a lot of monsters respawn while I'm looking for them. But just because I've done so much hunting over the past 4+ years, because I've been playing Tera since it first came to console. Let's see, I'm looking for the teleport tool. Have to think for a moment. I think... Can't remember if Torrent Outpost is... Let's do Torrent Outpost. Hopefully it's next to the beach. I'm hoping it's not, mountains or whatever in the way, and I'm going to have to come back along the road to get to the beach. I think that's going to hopefully put me near the beach, because I'm looking for the beach. Alright, that was the beach. Now, when they added all these little world event things, that's one of the flying events, they put a bunch of them in areas where people have to go looking for things or even do farming, and it kind of messes you up. That's why it looks so dark and weird right now, is because they got a world event thing going on right now. One of the flight ones flying. Now, he's normally going to be down here in this corner. In fact, be sure, you check all the way, because sometimes he'll be kind of way back here, like off in the corner. And he might even be wandering around out here. Probably about this far, not much further. But check the whole area right around here anyway, just to be on the safe side. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, somewhere between this stony base structure thing off to that corner I was talking about. I'm going to look up here on this side. I can't remember. I don't think he ever appears on this side of the stony thing, but I'm going to check it just to be safe. I'm going to look behind it just to be safe. Alright, he's not on channel 1. Oh my god. Okay. If you're in a world event zone, you cannot change channels while you're in the zone. Because, you might actually be able to get something done if you're able to change channels, which they don't want you to do that now. They got to stick a world event zone wherever. So I'm just going to run until I hopefully eventually get out of the world event zone. I mean, if you look at the map, I'm nowhere near that blue circle, but it's still saying I'm in the world event zone. Now, now I'm out. Okay. Now I'll try channel 2. Go back to where we were. Back into the event zone again. Okay, and I am going to check on this side of that stony structure thing, just on the safe side, even though I don't think he normally spawns there. And I'm going to check over here in case he kind of spawns over this way. Check that whole area over there. But again, most likely you will find him somewhere over here near the corner, and maybe even way off in the corner there. So be sure and check it. And he is obviously not on channel 2, and I can't change channels because I'm in a world event zone. Can I even go this way? Oh, hey, there's a good way out of that world event zone. Okay. Now I can try channel 3. Back where we were. Back in the world event zone again. And again, he should be somewhere around this corner here if he's here. It's looking like he's not here, but I'm still going to check a little bit over this way just in case. And I'm going to check up on the other end of this large stony structure just in case. Even though I don't believe he actually spawns this far up, I'm checking it. Well, alrighty then. We did not catch Solrachnus. So we've gone through the whole list. We have looked for all of the world bosses that are necessary for Rule Arun. And there are only 3 we have not gotten. That is Barraq, Trunus, and Solrachnus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stop recording, and I'll just check back again in a few hours for those 3 and see if we happen to catch them later. Okay, well, we left off earlier. We had most of the monsters we needed for Rule Arun, but we were still missing Barraq, Trunus, and Solrachnus. So it's a little bit later today, so it's still 4th of July. Let's go try our luck now. See if we happen to find some. I'm currently in Lumbertown. See Lumbertown right there. And I'm going to look for Barraq, the Kumas. So I'm going to Celestial Hills, Sanctum Mysterium. And again, this is the area right next to Murikai Fishery, if you've been doing any fishing. See, that's Murikai Fishery right over there. Alright, and we're heading for that large, I didn't mean to, there. We're heading for that large, stony, ornate looking thing over here. And I showed you earlier where the areas were, and there he is, right over there. And again, he'll be somewhere around this open area here, or a little further up the road that way. But I did show you earlier. What else? So that is, yep, that's Barraq. So now I can go ahead and check him off my list. Now let's go ahead and try our luck with Trunus the lizard. And I'm going to head to Pora Elenu. And for this one, I'm not going to take a teleportal because it would actually take me longer to get there and then teleport than it would to go straight down. And again, just like earlier, you can see that little offshoot path that goes straight down on the map up in the upper right hand corner. That's what we're heading for. Because he will be down in the very end at the dead end part of that if he's here this time. I could have followed the path just off to my right, but that would have been way too easy. Okay, there he is right there. That might be the only place he spawns, but I think maybe sometimes he's over here. And again, these are all very low level areas. But he will definitely be somewhere within this circular area here. He won't be outside down the pathway. But I think right through here is the normal place. And this is Trunus. And he's just like those sand lurker lizards that you fight typically between levels 55 and 60 if you're doing the Vanguard BAMs. Okay, so we got Trunus. I'm going to mark him off my list. And so far today, the only one we have not yet gotten is Solrachnus, the Arachnid. So I'm going to head towards Tuliphan. Oh, Tuliphan. Okay. I was trying to remember where it was. Down here in Valorium, Tuliphan. And go for the local teleportal. And I'm going to go straight to Torrent Outpost. Because it does put me right on the beach, which is where I want to be. And they have a world event going on again, which is just annoying. You can sort of kind of see where I am in the map in the upper right hand corner, even though I'm kind of blurred out with the blue box, or circle, I mean. If he's here, he's going to be somewhere around this area. Oh, those are Vulcan. Even all the way up into the far corner here. But I do not see him. Even though I don't think he normally spawns there, I'm just be on the safe side. I am going to check near this big stony base structure thing. Make sure he's not like behind it or around it or in it. Or I don't think he's normally up here, but I'm going to check here. Just to be safe. Because it never hurts to check a slightly expanded area. Especially if you're like me and you haven't done this in so long. I can't remember exactly where all he does spawn. And I'm pretty sure he's not going to be any further out than this. So again, typically if he's going to spawn, it's going to be around this area. And especially near this corner down here. Alright, so this is actually the only one we have not yet gotten today, so we'll check back here again a little bit later. So I'm going ahead and stop recording for right now. Because Solrachnus was the only one that we still had not yet gotten, I just hung out in this area, and he just now showed up here on channel 2. So we're going to go over and kill him, and he is over in the little corner that I already described where you will usually find him. And he is now dead. And there is my beat Rule Arun, and there's my Xbox achievement. So there you go. From the time I actually started this morning, let me look at the time. Took about 5 hours and 10 minutes altogether. Unfortunately, Rule Arun is not one of those that you will do quickly most of the time. You'll probably have to do like we did today, catch the vast majority of them, and then have 2 or 3 that you have to look for later. But again, the whole thing took about 5 hours, 10 minutes. So it's not too bad. Sometimes it might take a little longer though, just depending on how many people are hunting that day. And, you know, I caught the vast majority of them on the crossplay server on different channels. So you saw how I was selecting channels. A couple of them I did have to go and catch on the non-crossplay server. So you may have to go back and forth between servers once in a while. It just depends. I could have done them all on the crossplay server, especially since I usually catch them a lot more often there because there are more channels. On the non-crossplay server, there's only one channel, no matter where you are in the world. But to make it go faster, I went ahead and for those few I couldn't catch right away on the crossplay server, I did the non-crossplay. So just be aware, you may want to flip back and forth between the servers once in a while if you're having trouble finding them on the crossplay, even on all the different channels. And that was Rule Arun. It's still pretty early in the morning. I'm debating if I want to do Rule Shara today or save it for another time, simply because you not only have to hunt a whole lot more monsters for that one, but in a lot of cases you have to kill multiples of them. So that one's going to take a whole lot longer than this. And Rule Arun is a pretty quick one to do. Rule Shara typically takes considerably longer. But I'll see if I want to do that one today or maybe save it for another day. Until next time, enjoy Tera and happy gaming.